trong bóng chiều, một đoàn quân thấp thoáng núi cây rừng, lắng tiếng nghe rằng của người anh hùng lạnh lùng theo trong rộn trên khu đồi hoang im trong chiều buông. Ra biên khu trong một chiều sương âm u, âm thầm che khói mù, bao oan kiêng đang về đây hu với gió là hồn người nam nhớ thù. Khi ra đi đã quyết chỉ nuôi căm hận, muôn lời tiếng còn vang, hồn quật cường còn mang đến phút chiến thắng, sâu hận đời lấp tan. Gương anh linh đã bao lần vây máu, còn xác dây thành thời gian lúc vô tình, dừng trầm phai sắc thấp thoáng tàn canh, hỡi người chiến sĩ vô danh.
Thưa quý khán giả, buổi lễ chiến sĩ trận vong đã được Nghĩa Trang và nhà quàng Restland of Dallas đã tổ chức thật long trọng năm thứ 75. Buổi lễ để tưởng nhớ những anh hùng đã hy sinh gìn giữ nền độc lập tự do cho Hoa Kỳ và thế giới. Tại buổi lễ Memorial Day, quan khách được xem triển lãm nhiều quân cụ, những loại xe dùng cho quân đội từ Thế chiến thứ nhất, Thế chiến thứ hai, chiến tranh Triều Tiên, chiến tranh Việt Nam, vân vân. Buổi lễ chính thức bắt đầu vào lúc 1 giờ trưa. Quan khách tham dự rất đông, gồm các cựu quân nhân đã tham dự nhiều trận đánh và gia đình.
When you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, over ramparts we watched, were so gallantly gleaming. In the rocket's red glare, their bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
And from all over the world, it ain't easy doing what we do.
He's trying to take your event up as well.
of the cemetery. I want to invite everyone, families, officers, honored guests, to join us for lunch catered by Cowboys Chicken across the street. So we'll exit the cemetery to the south onto Restland Road and then turn back in the two-story stone building on the southwest corner of Restland Road and Greenville Avenue. There is our event center, and the catered lunch will be there. You can follow us over there. But that concludes our ceremonies today, and thank you for coming.
One round, load! Load! You have to call it out before you can do anything. Fire!
A note of reverence, the honor guard will be raising the flag.
Present home!
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ram.
Honor guard, face.
Thank you. Could you please bow for a word of prayer, please? Another Memorial Day as we reflect and celebrate the life of the fallen. So many have given their lives fighting for our country and freedom. Let us not forget the sacrifice and never to be in vain. We are truly grateful, oh God. Please comfort families as they mourn.
Seated tonight at this time. And let us also give a well-deserved round of applause to the good folks at the Greater Dallas Veterans Council, because they team with Restland every year to bring this to fruition. So let's thank them as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the first order of business is for me to introduce to you the general manager of our host here at Restland. His name is Mike Day, so let's, as they say, give it up for Mike and welcome him on this Memorial Day 2017.
Thank you, Scott. So, good afternoon and welcome to Restland. It is a little warm. I see a lot of fan action going on. If anyone needs fans, we have more. But just wanted to take just a moment to welcome everyone here to Restland. As Scott said, we're very proud. This is our 77th year to do this. Without a doubt, it would not continue on without the attendance of you. So once again, please understand how welcome you are here, and we thank you for that. Today we pay tribute to the countless men and women who have made the ultimate sacrifice for the freedoms that we enjoy. Ponder just for a moment to the lack of freedom to assemble like this. You know, the freedoms that we take for granted every day. So as you go through the day, think about the men and women that have made the sacrifice for these freedoms. It's a great country, and the freedom will prevail. So without further ado, what I would like to do is turn right back around and let you folks please join me in introducing Scott. It's our pleasure to welcome Scott back as our Master of Ceremonies. Scott's an Emmy Award-winning journalist. He's an Emmy Award-winning filmmaker, and just all-around great guy too. So Scott, glad to have you back. And once again, folks, thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Mike. Believe me, it is my honor, certainly my pleasure, but my honor to be a part of this special day. And every year, Wrestling calls and said, "Are you available again on Memorial Day?" I said, "It's a done deal. I marked it off last year." So it's a special time. I'm going to take 20 seconds and share with you, if you might not know, when it comes to the military, my dad was in the Air Force and never talked about it much. 17 years old when he joined in World War II. And my son and I, who was my business partner at Murray Media, got a chance a couple of years ago on the 70th anniversary of D-Day to go to Bastogne, the Battle of the Bulge, to Luxembourg, to the borders of Germany, back through Belgium, and we ended up in a place called Normandy, France, Omaha Beach. Talk about a bucket list. It was the most incredible thing I was ever a part of, and to be there with my son made it all that much more special. We talked about his grandfathers, and they both had been involved in World War II, and now here we were there to tell the story with 24 World War II vets in North Texas. And we came back here, and the proudest moment in my professional life is to have done that with my son, and then as it turned out, some of you might have seen it on NBC5 last Veterans Day, we both won an Emmy for what we put together with those World War II vets. Proudest moment of my professional career, and to do that with my son, something that my dad had been involved with, was as good as it gets. That's why we all gather here today. And some of the people that I'm about to introduce to you are these rock stars from this greatest generation, be it World War II or even after that. They continue to keep us all out of harm's way every single day. And today, we honor those that unfortunately were not fortunate enough to come back home, to be a part of what we celebrate today, our incredible freedom in the greatest country in the history of the world. So thank you so much for being here. Thanks to Restland for all that they continue to do so that we can continue 77 years, 78, 79, to honor those who unfortunately never made it back home. The first thing I'm going to do to you today, ladies and gentlemen, is to introduce to you some of the people that are involved with the Greater Dallas Veterans Council. I'm going to start, and I'm going to ask that they please stand as I call their name, if they're able. Otherwise, please just wave and let everybody know where you might be. Past Vice President, Greater Dallas Veterans Council, VFW Post 76, 67, 96, Clarence Jackson, also with us, Lieutenant Colonel, U.S. Army retired. Please give him a round of applause. I was going to say, let's give them one well-deserved collective round of applause when we're finished, but they all deserve their own round of applause. Retired Army War Veteran, Gilberto Rivera. World War II Veteran Affairs, R.V. Bergen. Jewish War Veterans, Post 256, Alexandra Fincher. One more time, a collective round of applause. Memorial Day, we honor the servicemen and women who have given their lives in defense of this great country. Today we remember heroes like Staff Sergeant Michael Cinco, a Mercedes, Texas native assigned to the Air Force Office of Special Investigations, 11th Field Investigations Squadron at Joint Base San Antonio Randolph in Afghanistan. He is fondly remembered by both family and friends as an eternal optimist who spent his burden of their loved ones' sacrifice. Today, on this Memorial Day, and on every day of the year, may God bless all of our fallen servicemen and women, their loving families, and may He continue to bless the United States of America. Sincerely, John Cornyn, United States Senator. I also have a letter here dated May 29th, 2017. In recognition of Memorial Day 2017, today we honor the brave, the fathers, the mothers, brothers, sisters, sons, and daughters that courageously gave their lives to protect and make possible the freedom that we all know today. Each of them solidified our future by surrendering their own. And while we will never be able to thank them for their sacrifices, this annual remembrance keeps them eternally close to our hearts. From battlefields in Europe and Asia to the front lines in Iraq and Afghanistan, in one constant through all the years is the courage of every American soldier, sailor, airman, Marine, and Coast Guardsman. Many of them carried the Texas spirit to some of the toughest battles our nation has ever encountered. They stood unyielding, ready to protect our nation and defeat our adversaries. They left behind their homes, their families, to simply be the guardians of freedom and fan its flames across the globe. Ladies and gentlemen, those of you that have been with us in the past for this service here, you're well aware of the fact of what our Blue Star mothers are all about. Special ladies, indeed, ultra special ladies that have unfortunately paid the ultimate sacrifice and lost a son or a daughter. I'd like to share with you some of them that gather here with us today. Ann Cordero, Lone Star, TX6, Blue Star Mothers of America, honoring her son, Sergeant Anthony Cordero, serving in the United States Army. Betsy Morgan, honoring her son, Mike Morgan, in the United States Army. For all of your service. Unfortunately, Mr. Hollingsworth was unable to be with us today, but I'd like to recognize one other gentleman. This hours to reconnoiter at Hiroshima. As the plane approached Hiroshima, one of the gun crew announced over the intercom that he saw another B-29 headed in the opposite direction, and a brilliant flash followed by a large cloud rising in the air. Thank you, sir.
To the shores of Tripoli, fight our country's battles in the air, on land or sea. First to fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of United States Marines. Anchors away, my boys. Sail at break of day. Through our last night on shore, dream to the foam. Until we meet once more, here's wishing you a happy voyage home. Da 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 da. We're always ready for the call. Our trust in thee, through surf and storm and howling gale, I shall our purpose be. Semper Paratus is our guide, our pledge, our motto too, so true. We're always ready to or die. I Coast Guard, we fight for you. First we fight. We thank you for your service.
The vocal majority will now sing a special tribute to our Gold Star mothers.